Up. I'm live. Oh, this is gonna suck. Why did I agree to do this again? Why did I think this would be a good idea? I should have made it 42 laps. That would have been so much better. I am finally getting around to doing the 69 laps of the Nordschleife like I said I would. Because I don't want to be using the wheel so late at night, I am of course going to be using a controller. But because it's probably one of the easier ways to do it, I'm doing it in Gran Turismo 6. I'm using a DualShock 3 as a result. Oh, this is gonna suck. Let's just get it started, shall we? The car was a compromise, basically. I said I was going to choose one of the fan cars, but I wouldn't go with, like, the X2010 or such. At least not full power. I was going to go with the 2J, which, funny note, this is my main save, my original save from 2013. You can see bottom left. I used the Chaparral 2J a lot, and I didn't play this game a ton. I wanted to use the 2J. Didn't work out. Long story short, the 2J is just too uncooperative. Doesn't handle well enough, which I knew it was going to be not great, but I was hoping that it would be better at least tuned, but no. Also, I don't know why the second 2J photo didn't load. Either way, that's being overwritten tonight. Because as you can see in the top right-ish, I'm going with the X2014 standard, which doesn't have 1,000 horsepower plus. It's like 700 something, I think. You can actually see from here. 798. So it's quite fast. But the idea, at least, is that it handles much better. We are going to do a single race, which is kind of silly, honestly. But we're doing it anyway. And I'm going to leave it on beginner, just because it's kind of funny. I don't need to be racing AI. I could do time trial, but this is a set number of laps. And beginner AI is slow. I want to see how many times I can lap them, potentially. Let's go. And the reason why I ended up turning down the volume a bit, hopefully it's quiet enough, is that this car is quite something. We're going up here. I've got the wings basically maxed out, a little off the front wing, just to try and tame it a little bit, because it is very on the nose otherwise. Okay, maybe not super on the nose, because there's a lot of rear wing, but yeah, it's not a great sound, is it? I probably need to turn it down more, honestly. I was trying to go up the inside. Also, if you notice any tearing, I know I'm seeing tearing, so if you notice any tearing, apologies. It's just PS3 game is what it is. Remember, the AI are on the beginner difficulty, so they are very slow through the turns, in a car that can take the turns very well. Also, I can barely hear the car now. I'm gonna up my own volume. Okay, not third, apparently. Out of the fucking way, please. But yeah, I have low-end high beams that I can control, fun fact. So I think a reasonable lap time for this vehicle is just under 5 minutes, which is part of why I wanted to go for it. Because, again, it's not the full-on 1500 horsepower X2010, which is just absurdly fast. And Inisetto can apparently do the lap time in under 4 minutes. Thank you, Jimmy Broadbent, for that one. So this is a bit more tame than that. Again, just under 800 horsepower. Oh, my hands are going to be so tired. And it's not even going to take that long. There's that sound. Yeah, when it gets stuck at that RPM specifically, or right around that was too fast. Oh, and I don't actually know if it's going to do fuel and tire wear. Like, obviously the gauges are there and you can see the tires lighting up there. It does look like tire wear is happening. If it goes from bottom to top, at least. I don't remember. I haven't played GT6 regularly in such a long time. Of course, I do YouTube corner reasonably well. Enough. It was far from perfect, but... Whoop. I hit the right stick. That's what that was. Well, that would be a massive death. How many laps it'll take for a clean lap? Never at this rate. The good thing is, at least if you go off like that, once you get the wheels back on the pavement, you can generally get it back up and going fairly quickly. Because silly amounts of grip. The game might need to go down even more. Oh, Christ. I can just about hear it still. My computer volume's already at 60%, but, you know. Wide, very wide. Gap's over a minute. Yeah, this is the hard compound, but I get the feeling that the tires should be wearing by now if they were going to be wearing. So... Also, the fuel needle hasn't moved at all. I am going to be mentally exhausted by the end of this, though. There's one for you, Storm. And another. Yeah, this thing is realistically too fast for what I was wanting to do, but also 5-minute lap times are going to be much nicer than 6-minute lap times or 7-minute lap times. And it's just funny being able to die. Being able to go flat out through turns like that when you're not getting on the grass. Why did I have to say 69 laps of the Nordschleife? Why couldn't it have been 69 laps of French countryside? That would have been so much better. Because of reasons. Yeah, it wouldn't be as interesting that way, but it'd be so much nicer to drive because it's just a bunch of straights. Yeah, okay. Special Stage Route X is another oval. But that one's just flat out all the time. Basically just a draft fest if you have cars that are close enough in performance. It's how I beat a Viper with a CRX one time. That's mostly straight as well. And I finally went wide there. Still didn't hit the barrier though. Yeah, the Dottinger Hoa is great, except for my right finger. Right hand in general still doesn't get a break. Also, finally had a sub 5-minute lap the previous lap. And I'm 2.5 minutes ahead of the second place AI. Alright. Pit stop, anyone? Come on, get around the corner. You know, I should have bought racing softs. I only have the hards. Should have bought the soft compound if it was not going to do tire wear. Also, if you're wondering why I'm on the T-cam view, well, I'm not doing this. I don't want to be this close to the ground, and the cockpit view is too laggy. Your contributions are greatly appreciated, and you are...
Choo-choo, mother...
Use your bits and subs now, I guess, because choo-choo, mother bleeper. Oh boy, am I going to be able to do another sub 5-minute lap? Not driving like this, I won't be able to. Get off the grass.
Geeson_1 gifted a tier 1 sub to Fucks. They have given 24 gift subs in the channel. Shut up, Geeson.
I agree. I touched the curb. I mean, I know I could oh boy. This is what I was talking about right at the start of the race, seeing like these fires going on ahead of me. Hi. Get out of the fucking way! Jesus, just sitting in the middle of the track. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same to you, cause fuck you. I tried. I try? I guess. You... Beginner AI really do just slam on the brakes going into corners. Also, now I've got a lap on the leader, which means they're gonna trigger the thing now. No? But also, last lap was a 4:55? Holy shit. What have I been doing for the last 9 laps? Minus 1 lap. There you go. Hitting the 1 hour mark in YouTube corner. Gotta be appropriate for something, right? Oh no, I went off at YouTube corner. Anyway. Yeah, even with this, that turn is still super sketchy. OBS! OBS, the fuck are you doing? Hello? It's just hanging out around 50 FPS instead of actually running at a smooth-ish 60. Windows, are you doing something stupid in the background? I swear. Yeah, I killed the Windows update service and it immediately went back to 60. Fuck off. Wee. Handbrake. Not the vehicle type. My hands need a rest. Brake. 17 laps complete. Of 69. Everything was in good condition on this car. It had less than 30 miles. Actually. So it wasn't in need of an oil change or a wash or anything. It's gonna need a full service by the end of this race. Oh, Foster is fighting for the lead. You see that? There was a change of position and then it went back. Oh, my hand is not happy about this. My hands, both, honestly. Xbox controller, modern Xbox controller, certainly more ergonomic than a DualShock 3. 4 gigabytes, currently it's at 83 gigabytes. Wait, did I finally do it? I crashed at YouTube corner! It only took until lap 20. Oh, okay, we're catching the back markers sooner than I expected. Oh, I missed. Not how I was planning on doing any of that, but it's what ended up happening. Okay, have I lapped first place or second place twice now? Was that second place? It looks like it might have been. Hey, the last 2 laps have been 456s. Neat. Oh, by the way, we passed the 1/3 point. I got distracted with all this talk about storage and such. Yep, we're past the 23 lap point, and so... say about 5 hours, 50 minutes. Probably closer to 6 hours by the time that... well, maybe not. I don't know. Depends on what exactly happens. But yeah, somewhere between 5:45 and 6 hours probably total time elapsed for this. Also, last lap was my best lap. 4:52. Neat. Sub 450 possible? Maybe. If I was driving on a wheel and actually cared to try and push it, then sub 450 is probably easily doable. Relatively easily. But yeah, I'm not really looking to get the perfect lap out of this at any point. That was too early of a downshift. What fuel are you using? It's so efficient. I don't know, it's very magical though. The tires too. I mean, these are experimental tires. This engine sound is so lovely. Lovely. Not lovely. That collider is so dumb. What part of it is sticking out like that? Trying to do mental math while driving this car. Not the most straightforward thing. Nothing that big. Also, we're going to be coming up on the back markers again soon. Yep, you can see the fire, well, the sparks in the distance. So slow. Oh my god, what are you doing? I know they're on beginner difficulty, but wow, are they bad. And again, I'm running into the back of them because I'm underestimating how slow they're going. By the way, if you're wondering what that flash was back there, I just did that, basically. I just can't not run into them because they always slam on the brakes in the worst spot possible. Oh my god. These AI. Am I close enough for a slipstream? Yes. There's the limiter. Bye! -3 laps. Also, last lap was a 450. Neat. Whee! I could have just used the SRT Tomahawk X. We would be done way faster. Except I would be in the wall all the fucking time. Also, we are more or less at the halfway point. Get out of my slipstream, you asshole. Yeah, they took a corner. A corner that is easily flat out, but they still took a corner. And so they backed right off as a result. See? Where were they? Nowhere. Those corners... Oh, God, the tearing. Hi! Get out of the way! Okay, up the inside, I guess. A little bit. Whoops. You go slowly anyway. You need the bounce. You need the boost. Because again, the spectacle. Tag, but it's Formula 1. What are you doing? For fuck's sake, these AI. Yeah, it's not a lawnmower, but it works pretty damn well as one sometimes. -5 laps. I'm gonna lap them at least 7 times, aren't I? Probably be approaching an 8th time by the end. Amazing how much you can get away with riding the grass. Amazing how much you don't get away when you're just not driving well. Wow. Okay. I mean, I guess that works. Well, that worked well. Please back up. Oh, okay. I didn't do that, it just auto-reset me. That's the first reset of the stream, though. And 2/3 distance. Gravel trap. Are there any gravel traps I haven't ended up in yet? The sparking. Yeah, you can see they have less aero on their cars because they're actually pulling away from me down the straights. Nice tearing. Wow. That closing rate, though. On to lap 50. And I got spat out by the curb again. And I just could not get back to the grass. Yep. Minus 6 laps. Okay. Whoops. I don't know how many GT6 tracks are actually out there. Especially for Seto specifically. I'm sure there's some. But I feel like there's been more GT4 or GT Sport tracks rather than GT6. Damn it, OBS. Okay, there's the indicator. Minus 6 laps there, so... Yeah, definitely gonna put him down to minus 7 laps. I think minus 8 is too far away, though, for 69 laps. No, actually... They'll go down to minus 8 laps. I think minus 9 is too far away. That's what I meant to say. And this wonderful uphill section that always just wants to murder your ear holes because, Jesus Christ, that is a terrible sounding note for the engine to be making, but unfortunately that's just where the RPM sits, going up that hill. Only so much I can do about it. Total elapsed time 420. Over 420 even. Really, Windows, thank you for letting me know that there's probably a Windows update that needs doing after you fucking ruined the encoding for a while earlier in the stream. Thank you so much for that. I don't even know for sure that it was Windows Update. But again, as soon as I closed the Windows Update process, it stopped. So, a good indication. The weird thing is, though, that I have it set to notify to download, so it won't auto-download stuff. Or it shouldn't auto-download stuff. It waits until I give it the okay to download. Because again, I have Windows in a very controlled state. Because I can, basically. I have Windows 10 Pro. I And so long as this Pro key continues to work, I am going to take advantage of that. I don't disable Windows Update completely, but I do at least make it very difficult for Windows to do anything in regards to updates without my approval. And because of how the OS is built, Windows or Microsoft would literally need to forcibly disable or bypass certain group policy flags, which they haven't done so far. But yeah. Also, that last lap was a 447, I just noticed. There you go, sub 450. Oh, why did you keep spinning? Thank you. God, they just sit in the middle of the fucking track. I set up to go around the outside, OBS please. And there's just a car in the middle of the track blocking both the inside and the outside. And there's one for the YouTube corner cameras. Hope they were looking down the track though. Because it's that one corner that everybody knows because of all the YouTube videos. Okay, now they're 7 laps down. Not wanting to do more. Got denied by the curb again, and spinning. It's on the map though, because they're fly points. Yep, that was grass. Nice recovery though. Give me this suck. Eight laps. 5 to go. Yeah, just because that's miss doesn't mean you should actually hit the curb. Especially with this car. Now the question is, with them that far behind, that was very well timed and unintentionally so. But with them that far behind, can I get around the track enough times to put them down 9 laps? And more specifically, can I get around to put them all down 9 laps? Because I think it's going to be close. There's the straggler. Yes, I crashed because I was looking at the minimap. Yoink. Final lap.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not getting any suck down this straight, which
That's
means
super nice.
they're just pulling away. Super nice. Damn it. It's now a race to see if I can lap them all.
Coin says drink, you fool.
Fuck you.
Nice.
Just about. Alright, you ready for me to get driven off the road? Because they just sit in the middle of it. Never mind. Hey, at least we're not sitting at the obnoxious RPM for a bit. For a bit. On a 47.996 on the final lap. It was not my fastest lap, but it was only off by a few tenths. There it is. Total distance, 893.19 miles. Just think, that would have been a faster lap without AI intervention. Because don't forget, I ended up going off the track somewhat significantly at one point because of the AI. Put the PS3 away, so... Oh, there... there it goes. And you're moving back over for the other one? Oh, I didn't do that. Immediately around the outside. Now we get to watch it all again. Like hell we do. I just want to see how long it took me to get to the lead. Is that it? Nope. They were challenging to pass at times for the stupidest reasons. Bonk. 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 Out of the way! Oh, it took so long to get around that first AI. Alright, surely you get around in this turn, right? Yes, finally. I could save the replay. You know what? Screw it, why not? I've got 5.8 gigabytes of space. Surely it'll fit on there. And my controller didn't die. I haven't plugged in the controller at all today, mind you. Yeah, I've got 0.3 gigabytes less now. Total distance went up, but the longest total distance on a single car should be much higher. But the bottom right did update. 1,042 miles. You know, just 800 some of those miles were tonight. No. Body rigidity is good. Oh, you know why? The stats are only counting, in that instance, career mode and online. It didn't count the arcade race's actual mileage. Because it was at 29 miles before. My ass, it's only got 29 miles. Yeah, I'm not gonna end the stream, or I'm not gonna end the stream, so have fun looking at this screen for a while. No. That's gonna do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Later.